World's most expensive construction mistakes. Human errors are almost unavoidable and occur on occasion. Yet, while you may believe that major building megaprojects are well planned, this is not always the case. In this video, we will look at how billion-dollar mistakes caused construction sites to be delayed for decades. Before we continue, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that you can be updated by my new videos. The globe is filled of amazing engineering feats, with most structures being created to near perfection by architects all across the world. Architects, like most other renowned professions, are recognized as some of the most well-respected and highly valued alongside doctors and attorneys. Their reputation as the best in their area stems from their need to be near perfect in their work, with minimal space for error. Any blunder by an architect could result in a tragedy, both financially and in terms of human life. It's not unheard of for a bolt to be off by less than half an inch, causing a whole bridge to collapse, or for a measurement to be incorrect, causing a structure to collapse. Number 1. Center Chicago. This city's third tallest structure is also one of its most historically significant and popular, having been regarded as a marvel when it first opened to the public nearly half a century ago. Although it was first hailed as an architectural triumph, it was hampered by a number of significant flaws that proved to be costly. The architect used Italian Carrara marble to cover the whole facade of the center, giving it a unique and stunning appearance. However, they overlooked the fact that the material is extremely thin, resulting in massive slabs of marble detaching and smashing into the adjoining structure. The entire structure had to be resurfaced with granite, a more appropriate material, which ended up costing $80 million. Number 2. I35 Bridge Minneapolis USA. The bridge in Minneapolis that connected the I-35 freeway to the Mississippi River is regarded as one of the worst architectural failures in modern history in Wisconsin's largest city. On August 1, 2007, the bridge that carried 140,000 daily commuters collapsed, killing 13 individuals and injured 145 others. The design defect that caused the collapse was plating that was too thin along the rivets, which gave way under the intense weight of so much traffic. Number 3. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Although the Leaning Tower of Pisa is regarded as one of the modern wonders of the world, it is actually a very faulty design that attracts millions of visitors each year hoping to take a photo with the leaning skyscraper. The architecture's failure is also the source of its enormous popularity. The tower's base, made of clay, has slumped since its construction hundreds of years ago, making it one of the most significant engineering disasters in history. However, the silver lining is the tremendous tourism it has attracted, converting this failure into a historic win. Number 4. Citigroup Center, New York. There was no space when the Citigroup Center building in New York City was completed in the 1970s. Therefore, the architect decided to build over St. Peter's Lutheran Church, which was on the site at that time. The 915-foot tower was essentially built on stilts to dangle over the church in order to do this. Most people can tell right away that this design is seriously defective, but developers persisted, eventually constructing a tower that was vulnerable to collapsing over at the first hint of a strong storm or hurricane. In actuality, officials estimated that the structure would be demolished within 16 years of its construction. The city kept this knowledge hidden from the public, embarking on a large project to remedy the design, eventually fixing Citigroup Center's engineering without New York City citizens knowing until years later, after the fix was in place. Number 5. South China Mall. A Chinese millionaire envisioned a shopping mall to rival any in the world, and set out to develop one of the world's largest. The mall's scale was astonishing at 7 million square feet, more than double the size of the Mall of America in the United States. It was ultimately a flop, and despite the South China Mall's unique scope, the designers overlooked one of the most important aspects of construction. The mall was built in the middle of nowhere, approximately 3 hours from any major population center, which led to its failure in the fact that it currently stands virtually empty, proving that it was an expensive error. Number 6. Brooklyn Bridge Park. Since its inception not long ago, Brooklyn Bridge Park has become one of New York City's most beloved parks. It has become a huge hit with Brooklyn locals, but it wasn't always regarded as a triumph. When it was first built, a major oversight caused a backlash from park visitors. When the architects created the playground out of steel, they didn't think the actual use of the park, which resulted in the equipment heating up to triple digits during the summer, placing the children in grave risk. Thankfully, following a large number of complaints, corrections have been done. Number 7. Kemper Arena, Kansas City. Kemper Arena, which hosted sports and other events in the late 1970s and won the city's citizens over with its distinctive appearance, was Kansas City's primary stadium. The roof was hung in the air by massive trusses that were meant to slowly release water so that the surroundings were not swamped. Number 8. John Hancock Tower, Boston. With its notorious John Hancock Tower, which was built in 1976, Boston joins our list. Following its completion, the structure was beset by a slew of costly issues, all of which were the result of poor planning on the part of the architects in charge. To begin with, the structure did not absorb wind as well as others do, leading it to swing excessively. The building's windows were also a big hazard, as they began collapsing to the floor below because they weren't designed to withstand the heat from the panels. Number 9. CNA Center Chicago. The CNA Center in Chicago makes another entry on our list, this time as one of the most costly architectural blunders in recent memory. The building was built without taking into consideration the expansion of the structure due to heating, resulting in windows smashing down to the floor underneath them. A window shattered and killed a person below in one occurrence. Number 10. Stata Center. The Ray and Maria Stata Center was commissioned by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, one of the world's most prominent universities because of architect Frank Gehry's unique vision and inventiveness. When finished, the structure had awe-inspiring angles and walls that appeared to be out of this world. MIT had to sue the architect years after it opened because the building had numerous concerns, including drainage issues, collapsing walls, foundation fractures, and more. The $300 million edifice was hailed as one-of-a-kind achievement, but it was also an expensive blunder. I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked the video, do like and subscribe as it really helps our channel, and do remember to give your feedback in the comments below. See you in the next video with some more interesting topics and facts.